Now, it is African Heritage Month, and the work of Black artists is front and center at 2 profile locations in Dartmouth. The Black Artists Network has curated 2 art exhibitions at Micmac Mall and the Zatzman Sportsplex, each featuring paintings and textiles by African Nova Scotian artists. Here to tell us more is curator David Woods with the Black Artists Network and artist Kemi Adeyemi Wilson. Thank you both for coming in this morning.
Thank you for having us.
All right, well, let's get right to it. First of all, David, tell us a little bit more about the Black Artists Network.
The Black Artists Network was an organization that was founded in 1992. It was an attempt to get the artists from across the province to represent them more, to have them more present in terms of in galleries, and to celebrate the works, the artistic works of Black Nova Scotians, which up until that time had been virtually ignored. So that was why that group was formed.
Well, it's wonderful that there are some high-profile displays right now, for example, at Micmac Mall and at the Zatzman Sportsplex. Kim, your pieces are on display at the Sportsplex.
Yes, they are.
And for sale. Tell us about the pieces that are on display.
So the pieces that are on display they follow a theme, most of them, and so they dial back on my background, as I'm originally Nigerian, and then I've lived in the United Kingdom, I've schooled in United States, and now I'm here in Halifax, Nova Scotia. So my experiences, they come up a lot in my paintings.
Well, their paintings are very colorful. What do you use? What's your media?
I use mainly acrylics. There's one of the paintings, the wedding, that's done entirely in oil on canvas, but they're mainly acrylics on canvas.
They are a celebration of
women.
Yeah.
Yes, and I grew up with sisters. I went to a high school with girls, and what I've noticed is that women support each other, and we're always there for each other. Black women are colorful, so the paintings reflect that.
And exuberant and full of life. It's amazing how much you can learn from paintings. So David, I know you're an artist yourself. Why did you choose Kemi's pieces to put on display?
Well, we had an open call to our members to submit to, because we do the show at the Sportsplex every year. And we put out an open call to our members to submit work for consideration, and she won.
Wonderful stuff.
Yeah.
We're looking at some other pieces. The Micmac Mall is a nice high profile. Is this your work, David?
Yeah, this is one.
All right, maybe speak a little bit about these pieces.
These are not on exhibition, but they're samples of my early work. So that's called Marika, and the other one's called The Fiddler. So I grew up in Dartmouth and spent most of my youth in Preston and was very inspired by that community. So a lot of my work reflects that particular community.
Interesting. Are those oil on canvas?
Those are acrylic.
Acrylic. But
I love oil, but...
Well, totally. It was acrylic, yeah. Much different vibe than yes. Kemi's work.
Yes. Yeah, my work is very meditative and internal in terms of consciousness and thinking about spiritual things.
What do you want people to, everybody looks at the art, they have their own interpretation, their own experience. What do you want people to get out of viewing the art that's on display right now?
Well, basically to enjoy what they see. You cannot necessarily impose on folks what they interpret from art,
yeah.
But, art is a celebration. Art is a revelation of life. As you see the beautiful Preston pieces, it's a reflection of culture. So it comes at you at very different angles. We have quilts, we have paintings, we have drawings, we have a basket sculpture. I felt very proud about the Preston show, for example, because one of our artists is 88 years old.
Wow.
So the fact that we can get our culture to represent themselves so proudly every year is really quite an accomplishment.
Well, my last question, we're pretty much out of time, but and I'll ask you, David, because how can people connect with this art year-round, not just during the month of February?
Well, we don't have a venue, but certainly if they get in touch with the Black Artists Network, we have a website, bands.ca, and many of the artists, all of our members are posted on that site with samples of their work, and they can get in touch with us to purchase art or to organize displays. We're having shows in Guysborough, in Shelburne. So we try very much to share the work in many places as much as we can.
Well, thank you both for coming this morning. Thank you so much, Kemi.
Thank you for having us.
I'd love to visit you and see you in the process of doing the painting.
That would be great. That would be great. Thank you so much.
Our pleasure. In the meantime, we have put information about Kemi and the Black Artist Network on our website.